Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Old Fart Talk. Today, we're going to have a pretty cool throwback. It's going to be an Art Bell call-in line for people that had just installed Windows 95, people that went out at midnight and stood in line to get it. All right, let's get on with the show. This is a fun one.
Windows 95 is now out. This is a major event in the computer world. Now, I wonder how many of you have run right out and bought Windows 95. I'll tell you, I've got it here. And I have been chicken to load it. I've actually started to load it into my computer. I started down the trail of loading Windows 95. And I canceled. I chickened out. I wonder about so many things. I wonder, will my DOS programs all run in Windows 95? Or will I lose something? I wonder, will I still retain my old DOS? Do I want to retain my old DOS? I wonder whether I will like the new Windows setup. I wonder so many things that I'm going to wait until some of you guinea pigs out there load her in, and I'll bet you by now, a lot of people went out and bought it at midnight, and by now a lot of you have got Windows 95 loaded in. Now, are you happy campers? Or are you... I've got so much in my computer. My computer, has become so important to what I do that I'm scared to take a chance. I admit it. I'm scared. Now, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it after I hear from a number of you who call and say, Art, I just put Windows 95 in. God, it's the best thing that's ever happened. I love it. Everything runs great. I had all these programs I can use, no problem. And when I hear that, then I'll go back there and reload it again. What I really need is a copy of Windows 95 on 3.5, so I can get it into my laptop as well. So anyway, I'm sitting, I'm waiting, I'm worrying, thinking, and I'm waiting to hear from all of you. Those of you that are in the process right now, right this very moment, of loading Windows 95, by all means, call up and assure me. Or tell me I was right to wait. This time, caller line, you're on the air. Hi.
Oh, hello?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is my Windows 95 line.
You better believe it.
Where are you?
I'm in San Jose, California.
Okay, turn your radio off.
It's off now.
Okay. Did you just get Windows 95?
I just got it tonight. I installed it.
Yes?
The installation went absolutely perfect, and I love it.
Really?
Yes.
Now, do you miss having all the icons arranged neatly on the screen the way you did with your previous Windows?
No, I mean, it's different, but you adjust to it right away.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, now, how about, I'm going to keep asking this, are all your DOS-based programs playing okay in Windows?
Yeah, I just played Panzer General, and it was perfect. And I tried Aces over Europe, and that ran perfectly. So far, those two games, which are pretty advanced, complex games, ran flawlessly.
How much memory do you have?
8 megabytes. And by the way, my system is running faster than it's ever run before.
Really?
It's a 486 50 megahertz system.
50?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good review so far, so you're a happy camper.
Right now, I am 100% happy. I even accessed...
Now, did you install this over 3.1?
I sure did, yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, I also successfully accessed America Online, went into the Internet, went into World Wide Web, and everything worked perfectly.
All the graphics look proper?
In fact, the graphics came up faster than they had ever come up before. I couldn't believe it.
Now, so you're almost getting me interested here.
Yeah, I was very skeptical, very skeptical. I was not going to do this.
Did you run out and buy it at midnight?
I sure did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, right now this looks just fantastic.
All right, well, that's very encouraging, very encouraging.
It really is for me, too.
All right, my friend, thank you.
Okay.
There he is. Now, see, that's good to hear. I admit it, I'm afraid of it. Intrigued by, drawn to, magnetically drawn to, wanting to grab. I've got it on a CD, and I grab that CD, and I put it in my hand, and I look at it, and I even, as I said, I put it in my CD drive, and closed the door, and started the process, and then chickened out and stopped it. I don't know what I'm worried about. I've got tape backup, but it's just that. On my Windows 95 line, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, Art. This is Clinton, Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City, yes, sir.
Yes, I have OS2 and got the Windows 95, and Windows 95 did just fine, except for some files. They were real old DOS programs that I had problems with. But overall, it's doing pretty good.
Well, did it just flat refuse to run some of the older stuff?
Yeah, it got piled up in the hard drive. But I had prepped the machine with Norton Utilities for Windows, and we've had experienced some people over here having virus programs. They've got a lot of virus programs running through the system when you download stuff.
Right.
And your 16-bit virus protection programs don't work with Windows 95.
Yeah, now I've heard that. Thank you for that. Virus protection. You know, I once had a virus in my computer, Michelangelo. Actually, I've had it in there twice. And the present DOS system, I know a lot of eyes are glazing over out there, but this is a big event, Windows 95. The present DOS system, 6.2 or 2.2, whatever you've got, has MSAV, which is a wonderfully effective virus eliminator. And I've heard people say, well, there is no virus protection in Windows 95. So if you do a lot of telecommunicating, you might have reason to be concerned. Now, I don't know whether that's true or not, but that's the second person who told me that. See, that makes me vacillate again. Do you see why I'm worried? Who wants a virus? Not me. On my Windows 95 line, you're on the air.
Yes. I did actually have a problem with my video card.
Oh, your video card?
Yeah.
A conflict. Uh-oh.
Well, it wasn't a conflict. It's one of those 16 million color cards.
Right.
But it only works as a regular 16-color card under Windows 95.
Well, Windows 95 should have installed new drivers.
Yeah, but it didn't recognize
Didn't recognize your card, huh?
So I would recommend that people check out beforehand that they can get Windows 95 drivers for the equipment.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how many people have the same exact problem. They supposedly had drivers that would cover about everything that's out there. Now, you may be proof they don't. Thank you very much for the call, sir. Thanks. See, a little problem. I'm going to put that one down. I, too, have a video card that gives me 16 million colors, 2 megs of video RAM. And I know I'm kind of being chicken, but I'm one of those who I'm so happy with what I've got now that it's hard to imagine I could be happier. My computers are running at the moment. You can get very angry at them, and it has not always been this way. But they're running very well. And so there's the old saying, don't fix it if it ain't broken, right? Well, it ain't broken. Nevertheless, the temptation to fix it remains. Windows 95 line, you're on the air.
Hi, Art.
Hello.
I was running, I just got done installing it. It's running fine.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind
no problems at all.
What kind of computer?
Compact.
A laptop?
No.
No.
It's a regular floor standing model.
486?
Yeah.
How many megs of memory?
16.
16. Okay. See, I've got 8. I haven't updated yet, but I understand it runs on 8.0.
Yeah, it's doing multitasking real smooth.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Do you have a lot of applications?
I was defragging my Bernoulli drive. I've got several drives hooked up and several SCSI devices, and it recognized all of them.
Really?
And I had no problems whatsoever.
But when I say a lot of applications, I wasn't asking you so much about hardware as software.
I haven't really tried most of my older applications, but I think they're going to be okay. I had one problem. It didn't like my Logitech mouse driver.
Really?
And it just told me that I should upgrade it, and other than that, everything worked fine.
Then did you not, did your mouse driver then not work, or?
It works, but I couldn't program the center and the right button on it.
Oh, I see. All right, well, no, that makes sense. All right, well, so far, look, after you've gone through some of your old applications, let me hear from you again, all right?
Sure will.
Because that's the only thing that's scaring me a little bit. We'll be right back. West of the Rockies, you're on the air.
Yeah, I'm Phil from Sacramento. I was curious how many system operators that run bulletin boards, if they're having any problems, like, front end, front door type thing with the Windows 95. What do you think about that? I'm skeptical like you.
I know.
I'm going to put this thing in there, man. I'm doing fine under DOS at 3.1.
I know. I've heard, though, and this is the truth, that I think it's the truth, that bulletin board operators are going to love it more than almost anybody else because of the true multitasking, a real advantage in bulletin board operation. So
that's curious because I read a lot of quick mail and stuff like that. That's offline mail for people to understand what that is. But anyhow, there's a lot of articles in there of problems after problems after problems with Windows 95 that and I've read nothing but problems for, like system operators and stuff. So,
yeah, well, look, I'm with you. I'm staying with 311 until I get a lot of calls saying, Art, you're crazy if you don't go to Windows 95.
Yeah, I agree there.
So,
yeah, for multitasking, it would make sense from a user's point. But, if you're offering something to somebody, then, I don't know. Like you said, if it's not broken, why mess with it? It's like if the car engine's dirty, why clean it?
yeah, but that's also a little like saying, it sure is fun driving my 25-year-old Lincoln car when you could be driving a brand new, whiz bang something or another, and so
you got yours backed up on tape. I got my Windows 3.1 and DOS 3.1 backed up on CD-ROM.
Oh,
so, I don't worry about viruses at all. If I go down, I'm up in 3 hours.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for talking there.
You bet. I feel we feel exactly the same way, sir. We're both chicken. I'll be right back. Good morning. From the high desert, I'm Art Bell. And it's good to be here. I'm tempted. I'm so tempted. I've got a Windows 95 line open, Windows 95 only. On my Windows 95 line, you're on the air.
Good morning, Art. This is Jim in San Francisco, KSFO.
Hi, Jim. How you doing?
Oh, great. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on that kind of stuff for a while. I got 3.1, but it's always best to wait about 6 months or a year.
Well, of course, that's the wise thing to do, and it's the sensible, or to use a Bushism, a prudent thing to do.
Yeah.
But I'm dying to put it in there.
Yeah, probably won't notice that much difference. I mean, other than multitasking, you won't notice that much difference anyway.
Oh, I don't know. People are saying it really is that it really is. I mean, it's an utterly, completely different operating system. It's using a new DOS 7 something or another, and you're right. It multitasks, and it's fast, and it's user friendly, and all the rest. I mean, it's really tempting.
Yeah. Are you Pentium based?
No. I've got a old 66-2 here, and I've also got a 100 megahertz laptop.
Yeah, I got a 46 laptop. What kind of RAM are you using? You use more than 4?
No, yeah, 8 megs in both computers, and I've got a 540 hard drive on both.
Yeah, you'd be all right.
So, I've got all I need, but I can't. I linger over the click continue, and I can't make my finger do it.
It usually takes a while for the bugs to work out after it's been released to open market.
Yeah, I know, but I want to and I don't want to. That's why I have this line open. Anyway, you don't qualify. You don't have it yet.
That's true. Oh, I see.
That's right. Thank you. That's right. I just broke my own rule. It's supposed to be people only have put Windows 95 in. Only if you ran out at midnight and got it, and you've loaded it in, and you're reacting now. On my Windows 95 line, you're on the air.
Thank you. I'm in Honolulu.
Yes, sir.
My name is Dave, and I forgot the radio station here. I'm sorry. I listen to it every night. It's a wonderful station.
Well, how can you forget it? It's KHVH in Honolulu.
That's my KHVH, local all news.
Yes.
I own I'm a computer consultant, and I build computers here in Honolulu for many years.
Yes, sir.
And I just want to let you know that I've been an official beta test site for many months, and I've been banging on Windows 95 for over a year and a half. And it's a great program, and this is where we're going into the future. Right now, to make this transition, you and I and everybody else are going to have problems. For example, I'm using an Adeptec AHA 2940 fast wide SCSI 3 hard disk drive controller with a 2 gigabyte hard drive.
Right.
And, well, this will give you about 155 megabytes per second data transfer rate and burst mode speed. Windows 95 didn't have drivers for it. I'm using a Matrox, one of their high-end video cards you can possibly buy. It's about a $1,000 card with 4 megs of VRAM.
And it didn't recognize it?
No, it didn't have drivers for it.
Now, so you're the second person who said that it hasn't had drivers for the video card.
Yes, sir. But as soon as I went out to Matrox, and they're up in Canada, and called their BBS and downloaded it, called Adaptec and downloaded the drivers, boom, everything is coming up. But the antivirus programs such as McAfee's, which is absolutely about the best you can buy.
I agree.
Norton's and PC Tools, these kinds of and even Photoshop if you're into multimedia like I am.
I am, and I do have Norton, and I do have PC Tools, and you're going to tell me they're not going to run.
No, and don't even try, because you can really, you can have long file names now in Windows 95.
Right.
And you try Norton's on it, you're going to trash it. You're going to hurt yourself. So don't even try. WordPerfect for Windows. A lot of people use that. I use Microsoft Word. But WordPerfect has got some bugs in it that's going to lock you up and give you some problems if you're doing certain things. Otherwise, a Quicken version 4.0. Quicken 3 runs better on Windows 95 than Quicken version 4.0 does.
All right, but you've given me more on the negative side than on the positive side.
Well, no, it's a good program. What it is it's a transition program to get us from 16-bit operating
to 32-bit, yeah, I know.
To 32-bit. And Windows NT is really where we should be right now, but that's made mainly for file servers.
Right.
And
Right, I know somebody who just installed Windows NT, as a matter of fact. All right, well,
one good thing, if I could say it, please.
Yes.
And I listen to you every night, and I love your show. But Microsoft is coming out with it's Microsoft Office and Office Professional, and it's all recompiled and all done up for Windows 95. So anybody that's using Word and Excel and all those fine programs like that, in the next 30 to 60 days, you're going to see a complete flood of new applications recompiled and built for Windows 95.
Very good point.
It's a good place to be.
All right, sir, thank you. Yeah, but maybe it's not a good place to be yet. And, you know, what you just told me kind of supports what my deepest fears. And that is that a number of applications might not work. I really don't worry that I have a Phantom 64 video card, and I don't worry that it won't recognize that. I think it would. I'm not so sure about the scanning device. I'm not so sure about like weather device card and some of the rest of that. I'm just not sure. But, you know, this man is right about one thing, and that is you're going to see a flood of rewritten applications for Windows 95 over the next few months. Maybe that'll make life a lot easier. Maybe a lot of what I depend on right now will be rewritten to be compatible. West of the Rockies, you're on the air.
How you doing, Art?
Okay.
I just wanted to say about the Windows 95.
Yes.
It's amazing you guys are so excited to have something that's so close to a Macintosh now. That's the way the whole Macintosh system is built up. It's so easy, and the bugs are worked out already.
I'm not jumping in on this one. I'm not going to do it.
It's just so funny because everybody's going like, oh, Windows 95 is wonderful. It's so easy. That's the way Macintosh is built up. It's amazing. It's
sir,
really amazing.
Sir. All right, fine. All right, I'll tell you that I think Macintoshes are going to be full of dust in garages all over America over the next 10 years, and it's going to IBM.
Not with the Power PCs.
Yeah, well,
the Power PC chips are blowing away. The Pentiums are blowing away the Intels.
I don't know why I'm doing this. You baited me into it.
I didn't mean to bait you, but I mean it just surprises me because when I looked at just watching on TV about the 95.
Yes.
And the whole way it's all set up is the way Macintosh has been doing it for years.
All right, now you're beginning.
Like,
you're beginning.
Great, this is wonderful.
Sir, you're repeating yourself.
I know. I'm sorry about that, but I mean, it is amazing with the Power PCs because people always said that the Macintoshes weren't good because they didn't have the speed that the IBMs had. But with the Power PCs, they do have the speed now. In fact, they've got beyond the speed. I think the newest ones they're 132 megahertz.
Well, there'll be I understand that there'll be 130 or 40 megahertz chip out shortly for IBM.
Shortly, but Macintosh is already there, so I don't think you'll be seeing the Macintosh.
I'm blowing. I can't listen to any more of this, sir.
Okay. Well, have a good evening, Art, and all you guys with the 95s, have fun.
First time caller line. No. On my Windows 95 line, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I'm just sort of curious. What's making you decide not to hold up to go to Windows 95?
Well, I mean, have you been listening?
Yeah, I mean, the fact is that I'm here in the Seattle area.
You're in Seattle. Do you have Windows 95?
Yes, I have. I've worked with it for quite a long time.
Another beta tester.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I'm a little closer to the product than that.
So let's just let it out then. You work for Microsoft.
I work with Microsoft, yes.
All right, fine.
Yeah, I'm.
All right, give me your best argument.
One thing is you can back out. You have ability to back out, and you can still leave your present Windows DOS configuration there. So if you're worried, there's one possibilities right there is you can leave it there and not have to worry about it. You can stay there and decide what to go with. Another thing is for a lot of people, it is a much easier to use system than Windows 3.1 was.
Well, I think it is going to be easier for a lot of people, but that I don't care about that. I mean,
okay. What are you?
Look, obviously, I admit it. I'm intrigued by an entire new operating system. That's what this is. I recognize that.
That's good and that's exciting, and that's what we what people. One of the good things about people should have. I mean, one of the things is your disk tools in your virus software.
Yes.
Yes, that's going to go bye-bye because of the fact that we use a different file system now with the long file names, which those softwares aren't aware of. There's that growing pain for everyone there.
Yeah.
And most of the manufacturers are ready or will be ready shortly for those. And
but hold it now. Pause.
Sure.
Doesn't that make a case for prudence? In other words, for sitting back and saying, look, 3.1.1 is running great. All my applications are running great. Why am I not smarter to wait until the bugs are out, The applications are rewritten, many of them, for Windows 95. Why is it not smarter to do that?
Well, one art. By the way, my name's Douglas. The one thing which you got here is we already have inside the product a disk defragmenter. We have a disk scanner for bad sectors and stuff already in the product. So you do have some basic disk tools with you today.
Okay. What about the virus question? Now that's important because I do a lot of telecommunicating and up and downloading, and so now address that.
On that, from what I understood is, and I don't want to speak for other companies to cash checks for them. So what I've understood is a couple of them supposedly tomorrow. You might want to go give them a call. They probably have something already there for you.
Well, that's a guess.
That's something I think you should feel fairly confident about that way. A lot of them are there. The other thing is that a lot of your virus software,
yes,
I have found it to work fairly well for people as long as they use it. I've used McCaffrey's under it before, too, their later versions, to do it. Another thing with virus software, what you have to realize...
Can you use the old DOS MSAV? Will it do you any good with Windows 95?
They'll catch the viruses which it knows about today. The one thing with virus software in general is that virus software, you always have to constantly upgrade it anyway because, unfortunately, there's jerks in the computer world which want to damage your machines for some kick. I don't understand why, but... I know. That way, so that's with it there too. I mean, even under DOS Windows 3.1.
All right, sir. Listen, I really appreciate the call. Thank you. That's obviously somebody on the inside. I've got a couple things I've got to do here. It's been fun. It's really tempting. You never know what I'll do when I get off the air here. You never know. I'm kind of hyped up about it.
Windows 95. I played it just right last night, I think, and I waited. You know, it came out at midnight. And I waited until 3 a.m. Pacific time, giving everybody, even here on the West Coast, lots of time to buy it at midnight, run home, load it into their computers, and then for an hour I opened the line and I asked people how they were doing on it. I want to know today. Now, just about everybody who was one of the frantic first buyers, and it was a frenzy, a consumer feeding frenzy, generated by probably one of the world's best PR jobs. Matter of fact, Bill Gates was with Jay Leno at Microsoft headquarters in Redmond, Washington. And Bill Gates, you know, it surprises me that Jay Leno would stand there in behalf of all talk show hosts. Not that he's really a talk show host in that sense. But, and allow Bill Gates to say, of course it was in humor, Windows 95 is so easy, even a talk show host can figure it out. Leno just sort of stood there, looking like maybe he was challenged. Anyway, Windows 3, 1, and 1.1 is running on 100 million computers, or was, till now. So, you know, all I've got to say is I still haven't done it. I'm still running scared. Have not booted. I've got it on CD here, but I've not booted it into my computer, and I'm still going to wait. Kind of mixed reviews last night. Some people said, well, couldn't find my video card, or didn't have a driver for my video card or whatever, and so, you know, I don't know. I can't make up my mind. Somebody did send me a fax late in the show that never got aired. I do not want to get into the Macintosh, the Mac IBM fight. Apple's out there somewhere. But I did get this fax. Referring to Mac users, dear Art, these Mac fascists really bug me sometimes. So you pay $4,000 for a Mac, then add a $2,000 board so that it runs like a $2,000 PC. A few years ago, I met a McFascist who thought that 16.8 million color capability was only available on Macs. Funny, IBM's running Targa boards had that 2 years before the first Mac came out. Frankly, Mac users are so brainwashed, they haven't got a clue what goes on the PC side. Especially ignorant of the fact that the basic principle of the Mac's visual interface was developed at the Xerox Research Center in Palo Alto in the 70s. And that principle is, make it so someone with kindergarten pointing skills can operate it. Very impressive, Mac. Signed, Jeff. Well, I don't want to get into that fight, and I'm not going to. But I did think that was cute. Do you have Windows 95?
No, Art, I'm a programmer and I use computers quite often.
Yes.
And like you, I find DOS, I'm just secure with DOS. I don't like Windows. I don't like mouses. I'm a keyboard type user.
I like Windows.
I just never really did. I know, I understand 9 out of 10 people use it, but maybe I'm just...
I do. I like both. I like DOS and I like Windows. And I would be sad not to have DOS anymore.
Yeah.
Now, that's probably... I'll tell you, I've been a ham radio operator all my life. In the early days of ham radio, we operated on AM, just like, regular AM stations.
Yeah.
And then along came sideband, something called single sideband. Makes you sound a little like Mickey Mouse. But it was far more efficient, did not use as much frequency or bandwidth, so more people could be on. It went farther, more efficiently, but I couldn't stand it. I loved the good old quality of AM, and I resisted for years and years and years. And just like I'm kind of resisting Windows 95 right now. All right, thank you very much. I'm just kind of stuck in my ways. Maybe that defines conservative. I don't know. Maybe that's the conservative part of me. I've been so close, I'm telling you. I put Windows 95 in there, and I pushed the button, and I've done the first initial things. And it's good because it always gives you the chance to chicken out and restore, and every time I've taken that opportunity and I've chickened out and moused out, you might say. Wild card line.
Well, that was a pretty cool interview. Brought back so many memories. It was really cool how some of the people that work at Microsoft called in and people from that area. The Mac guy was funny. He had art going. I'll tell you something else that's funny. I run a Mac, a 2013 Mac Pro, the trash can, and I have it running Mac OS and Windows 11, and I'm on Windows 11 to edit the videos and everything. I love it. Works great for me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell me down in the comments what you think of this. Do you remember Windows 95 release? Have a great day, and stay dark.